Hi everybody, welcome back to Movie Related. Well, we did a game just the other day that Paul came up with. It was called From What Game Show on TV?
Bullshite.
Bullshite. And so I had to try and convince Mark that my answer was correct. And if I got right a certain amount of times, had to get 10 answers right? 10. I win $1 million. Well, I won the $1 million. But we decided...
Checks in the mail.
We got to go against each other. So now, Mark is going to try and bullshite Paul. Let's see if he's as good a liar as I am. Because I'm good at lying.
That's our new intro.
Alright, you ready? Okay.
Okay.
And you're going to have to be able to look the other way when he's choosing his answers.
Yeah, but I gotta read his...
You don't need to do anything. You just need
I
to
need
look
to read
away.
his tells.
Yeah.
I have no
You
tells.
can turn and look at him again.
Look at this face.
Okay.
No tells.
Here's the first question. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Who has won the most Razzie Awards for Worst Actor? Is it Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy, Madonna, or Paris Hilton?
It's Adam Sandler.
Well, you have to choose first.
It's Adam Sandler.
Okay. The correct answer is that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Convince.
Okay, well, Adam Sandler, just by sheer numbers alone, has put out so many movies, and some of them are good, but there are so many that are not. And yeah, so some of them are going to flop, and you get your Razzie Award.
I'm gonna say B.S. B.S.
And why? Who? What?
I think the answer is gonna be Eddie Murphy.
Really?
You're both incorrect. But you get a point. It is bullshit. It is Madonna.
Yeah.
Madonna
Strange, eh?
has won the most Razzie Awards.
Didn't see that coming.
Boy, all I remember is League of Their Own and Evita.
And she was in a murder mystery where she was the killer. She was in a couple movies, and they all bombed.
Okay.
All bombed. All right. Off to a flying start, Mark. Maybe you should not blurt out the answer and look first.
Why? I heard your answers.
And you got it wrong. All right, you ready?
It wouldn't have changed my answer.
Here we go. What is the biggest box office flop when comparing cost to sales? So how much the movie cost compared to actually how much it made. What movie is the biggest flop? The Lone Ranger, Mortal Engines, John Carter, or King Arthur, Legend of the Sword? You're not allowed to look. Turn. You just point at it.
Mortal Engines.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a lot of money to be able to purchase all of the engines and trucks and everything that you're gonna destroy.
Yeah, there's no trucks. There's no engines in the movie. But you're doing good.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Yes, I have.
I've never seen the movie. But it sounds expensive.
It's all CGI robot-y buildings.
So it sounds expensive.
The whole city is a robot. There you go.
Sounds like a great
Is he
movie.
telling the truth, though, or is he lying?
I'm gonna say that's B.S.
Which movie did you think it was?
I say John Carter.
It is John Carter. Woo! Woo!
And not Mortal Engines.
No, it was not Mortal Engines. Robert Downey Jr. was paid $40 million for one film. That's straight cash, not incentives or anything. Straight cash. Tying him with who? Now, this is in the history of that person's career. So it could be an actor from 10 years ago that was famous at the one point. So, first one, Mel Gibson. Second, The Rock. Third, Tom Cruise. Fourth, Tom Hanks. Turn around. Who are you gonna pick?
Tom Cruise. You got to go back in his career. He was the number one guy, the A-list actor everybody wanted, everybody fought for, and everybody paid for.
Oh,
it.
you're done.
That's it.
I'm gonna call B.S.
And who do you think it is?
He knows. He knows I'm right.
I'm gonna say The Rock.
You're both wrong. It is Tom Hanks.
Was it for Forrest Gump?
I don't know. They didn't say which movie he got tied for. Just said he made $40 in one film.
40 bucks.
40 bucks.
40 million.
Holy smokes.
Almost what you guys get paid for doing this video.
That's a quarter tank of gas.
So, you haven't been doing a very good job of convincing.
That's okay. That's okay.
Is that your strategy?
Early times.
Good strategy.
Let's see how it pays off.
Yeah. I quit. Oh,
That's a bold strategy,
bold
Paul.
strategy there. All right. Question number 4. The top-selling movie soundtrack of all time. Is it A, The Bodyguard, B, Grease, C, The Lion King, or 4, A Star is Born?
A, B, C, or 4?
I don't know if you remember when this movie came out, The Bodyguard. Okay, but
Do you remember when it
of
came
course
out?
I remember. But soundtrack was, I mean, it blew up. Everybody was buying it. It was everywhere. It was on the radio constantly. I'm gonna say probably best-selling soundtrack of all time, easily.
Okay, I'll say that's true.
Say that's true.
I say that's true.
It is true. It is The Bodyguard. Which war movie was a true story of an experiment joining Canadian and American into the same unit? Was it The Thin Red Line? Was it Platoon? Was it The Devil's Brigade? Or was it Courage Under Fire?
Okay, I'm thinking that it is the Devil's Brigade because I've never seen it, but I've seen the other ones, and that's not what they're about.
Ooh. Short, but unconfident.
I don't know either. I'm gonna say true.
It is true.
Nice.
It is true. The Devil's Brigade. And Mark gets a point. Ooh,
Don't shortchange me.
God did that.
Okay, that was a pretty good one.
That's all. Short and unconfident is another way I could have gone.
No, that's
All right, here we go. How many movies have Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks starred in together? Was it 2, 3, 4, or 5?
they were like a great match in movies in the 90s. So I 4 movies together, I think.
I know 3 of them. Did they have a recent one? I'll say true.
It is true. 4 movies, they did have a recent one. Can you name the 3?
Joe versus the Volcano.
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle. You've Got Mail.
And then one that came out in 2019 that no one saw.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is neither.
I can't remember the
And I even looked it up. All right. Well, Paul is getting close to that $1 million. He only needs 4 more points. Now, he hasn't gotten any 2-pointers yet.
Well, if I were to get the $1 million by getting 10 points, I need to get every single one correct.
Well, we'll see. All right. Next question. Which actor made the most James Bond movies? Was it Roger Moore, Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, or Pierce Brosnan? Which of those 4 actors played James Bond the most?
I think the guy that defined the role, Sean Connery, had the most.
B.S.
It is Sean Connery.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's not.
It is.
Yeah.
Who did you think? Roger Moore?
I thought... I guess there's a lot of movies, eh?
Yeah.
Lots of
No, but I figured...
There's 28 James Bond movies now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think Mark gets how many points?
It depends if he chose the right answer.
He did.
Yeah.
So 2 points. Oh, he's catching up with the one quick answer. Here we go. Which comedy had the biggest box office worldwide? The Hangover, Part 2. Ted, Meet the Fockers, or Bruce Almighty? Remember, you're trying to convince him you know, so saying I don't know is probably not a good idea.
I think it's this one. Bruce Almighty. On the coattails of Jim Carrey's career when it was at its peak. That came out. It's another Jim Carrey movie. Everyone's going.
I'm going to say true.
It's incorrect for both of you. It was The Hangover, Part 2.
You got bullshited.
So Mark gets a point.
Mark gets a point, and it's all tied up. Ladies and gentlemen, the excitement continues. It's all tied up. With only count them, 2 questions to go.
All right. Coming at you.
Here we go. Where was Mean Girls filmed? Was it Toronto, Canada? Was it Los Angeles, California? Was it London, England? Or was it Vancouver, Canada?
Los Angeles. You've got all the, what are they called? The Valley Girls. I mean, that's where they're all sort of from, and that you've got
The 90210 crowd?
yeah, so the beach landscapes and everything. It's all LA.
I'm going to say B.S.
Where did you think it was filmed?
It's one of the 2 Canadian locations. I'll say Vancouver.
It was Canada, but Toronto. Toronto, but Paul does squeak out a point there.
For what? Oh, because okay.
For what? Getting a correct answer?
No, Los Angeles was too in your face correct, right? So no.
All right.
Okay.
Good on us though for getting it done in Toronto. Nice.
Us specifically?
Like
Yeah.
Ontario.
We were instrumental in that happening. It's all up for grabs. Which actor was People Magazine's sexiest man alive for 2021? Last year. Very close. We should know this. Was it The Rock, Dwayne Johnson? Was it Paul Rudd? Was it Idris Elba? Or was it Michael B. Jordan?
The Rock. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
Well, who would you think it is?
I think it's Paul Rudd.
It is Paul Rudd.
Why would you think that? Why would what?
Because I remember him being the sexiest man alive recently.
Because you were thinking he was pretty sexy.
Don't you?
Not as much
Not
as
alive.
you.
Well, that excitement quickly dwindled in the final 2 questions when the person trying to convince somebody that he's completely right goes, The Rock.
And I don't have to say anything.
That's Mark's go-to line. That's all I need to say.
That's all I gotta say. All right,
In a
go ahead.
debate.
You know
In a
what though? Hey,
Did you know
whatever.
Mark's run for election 42 times?
Listen to me. Listen. I'm only 2 points behind him.
That's true. But you could have got 2 points every single turn.
I coulda.
You could have gotten a total of 20 points.
But
And
hey,
you got 6.
listen. Sometimes I just don't know stuff.
That's true. Sometimes. Well, that puts 1 game for myself, 1 game for Paul, with 1 more up to grab. Can it be a 3-way tie? Possibly. Possibly. Stay tuned for the next one and see who comes out on top or if we're just all tied. That's it.
our new intro. Listen. Sometimes I just don't know stuff.
That's true.